want to be my own boss. I'm tired of working for other people. Yes, I'm tired. You heard me right. I am tired. I want to be my own boss. I don't want to control my own time. I don't want anybody telling me what to do again. You heard me right. Yes? Is that not sweet? Is that not interesting? Yeah. The feeling is so good. Be your own boss. Go to work where you want to and come back when you want to. Right? Very, very, very enticing. Very, very sweet. Welcome to my channel. My name is still Asanta, you remember. Today we want to talk about a trending matter, which is be your own boss, entrepreneurship. There's everywhere in social media, everybody say you can be your own boss, you can be your own boss, freedom, freedom, freedom. And a lot of us are buying into it. You see a lot of people not taking their job serious. You see a lot of people not even wanting to take a job at all because of that hype everywhere. You want to be your own boss. You don't have to serve another person. All right. The idea of being your own boss is very, very sweet. It's like tantalizing. Be in charge. Nobody should boss you. Nobody will tell you when to come to work or when not to come to work. It's okay. It is very, very it's sweet. It's attractive. But there are a lot of things that they don't tell us. One thing that we fail to understand is that a lot of people who are great entrepreneurs today, they didn't just start up as entrepreneurs. Most of them started off working for others. Most of them started working for others before they decided to go into their own work. You don't just get up and get into an environment that you don't even understand anything about it. A place that you don't even know anything just because you want to be your own boss. So if you are among the people who believe that working for others is a waste of time, just get your seat and stick around. By the end of this video, you will know that it's not a waste of time for you to work for others. Yes, nobody is saying you should work for others for the rest of your life. But I'm talking to you who is already working and you're not taking your job serious. Or you who are not even taking any job because you want to be your own boss, even when you are not even sure what you are doing there. You've never taken any job in this life at all. You are the one that I'm going to talk to, so stick around. What you don't know is that a lot of people that we are seeing like Jeff Bezos, Oprah Winfrey, all these people worked for other people. And these were among the things that shaped their life, shaped their understanding of what it means to run a business. Being your own boss is not just you knowing how to produce this peanut. Automatically, you are a boss because you are producing peanuts. There is more to the business of producing peanuts than just roasting this. There's a lot that goes on in this company that you are seeing here. This company that produces this peanut may have more than 100 different departments here. That the department that roasts this peanut will just be like 10% of what this business is all about. So if you know how to roast this and you decided to start a business, what is now going to happen to the other one? Because you don't even have idea of how it is. But one thing working for others does for you, like it helps you to understand how a business is run, to understand what a business is all about. Assuming that you are a developer, you learn how to code. You are a software developer, a Java developer. You say, oh, I'm not going to work for anybody because I'm a developer. I know I can code. I can make money from it. Do you really understand the business of being a developer? Do you understand what it means to own a software company? The only way you can understand it is if you have worked in a software company. You now see that owning a software company is far beyond being a coder. It's far beyond being a developer. It gives you opportunity to learn a lot of things. Like where I am now, I'm in IT. But I know in my department, I work in a financial services company. I know that every day I hear about the board of directors meetings. I get to learn how the fintech industry works. I learn how money is moved. These are part of the things that are training me. That if for any reason tomorrow I want to go into a fintech industry, fintech business, I have now been able to understand how the business runs. Then apart from you understanding the workings of a business because you are working for another person, another thing that working for other people does for you is that it builds you, it develops you. It's like a boot camp for you because you are tested in every part of life. Your resilience, you're working under pressure, you're meeting deadlines, your human relationships. These are all the things that are needed to make you a better person. These are all the things that are needed for a business to succeed. If you are not a good human manager, there is no way you can run a business. And you learn human management but when you have worked with people. If you have never worked with people in your life and other people manage you, there is no way you will know how to manage other people. You work with other people where you have a boss that gives you a strict deadline and you have to meet the deadline, else you lose the job. The same thing will be applied at your workplace, because at your work, at your own business, you find out that there are deadlines every time. But if you're not ready to work under those pressure, definitely you cannot succeed in business. And that leads me to the next point here. A lot of people will always feel that being your own boss is freedom. Hey, you are joking. Be your own boss is freedom. But I tell you, bosses don't rest. Entrepreneurship, oh my God, that is more difficult than being your own boss, than working for people. When you are working for people, somebody else is doing the thinking. Yeah, somebody is saying, I need this done, I need that done, I need that done. But when you are working for somebody, the whole headache of that business is on you, because you are the engine head. You are the one that have to think for everybody. You are the one to have to take all decisions. A lot of these people that you see who are successful entrepreneurs, they don't sleep. You can work 9 to 5 and go back home and sleep. Entrepreneurs, they don't sleep. They are awake through the night, thinking of how to push the business. They're having meetings here and else. That business will not stand. So if you think the only reason why you want to be your own boss is because you want to be free, go to work when you want, come back when you want, madam, oga, you're not even ready to make it in life, because entrepreneurship is harder than working for other people. It's harder. But just that if you have worked for other people, it will now help you cushion the effect at all. But if you've never worked for anybody and then you put yourself deep and jump into entrepreneurship, my dear, you are in for a shock of your life. You are in for a shocker, because you won't be able to cope. And at that time, you're not even accountable to anybody. So you can easily give up. It's common to see people who have never done anything for other people, who have never worked for other people. It's common to see them give up in their job, in their businesses. But for people who have been working for others and at the point they feel that they have grown and they decided to start up their own business, they don't give up easily. So when you want to think about being your own boss or working for others, take time to study the life of bosses. There is this woman that I know, I always follow on Facebook, Chioma Ifeanyeze. She's doing great numbers. She's doing amazing things. She has a lot in her brain. People are following her. A lot of people want to be like her. Oh my God, I think she owns the Data Entry Academy. People want to be like her. But there is one aspect of her life that a lot of people don't get to know. That aspect of her life is how long she has worked before she decided to start her own business. She's a professional accountant. She worked in the bank for years. And you know what it means to work in the bank. It's one of the most difficult places for you to work. It will train you and drain you. That is where she worked. From the bank, she worked with Jumia. That was what exposed her to what e-commerce is all about, what it means to use the internet to sell your business, before she finally decided to start up her own business. People tend to forget that part of her when they're looking at her and see the kind of numbers that she is making. She is able to do what she is doing today because she has been trained. She has learned a lot of things from her time in the bank. She learned a lot of things from her time in Ajumia. But you've not done anything in your life. You've not learned from others. Then you just get up and say you want to be an entrepreneur. It is good. Some people can do it and succeed. But for you, if you know there is nobody who is ready to play with money on you, who is ready to take a chance on you, like give you money, even if you lose it, you come back, he gives you another person, another one. If you know you don't have another person, like any person like that, please get a job. Put in every part of you in that job. Learn from, take it that this job is like a boot camp for you. Learn from that job. You can give yourself, say, I'm not going to work for more than 10 years, or more than 5 years, or more than 20 years. You are 20 now, for crying out loud. If you work for 10 to 15 years and then decide to start your own business at 35, 40, you are going to go places. That is even a very good time to start a business. 40s. Except you have so much money around you to play around with. But if not, get a job. Get a job, and you come back years to come to say, glad I listened to this woman. But if you think I'm not making any sense, or if you think that my point is not in order, could you please drop it at the comment section? But if you think what I'm saying is making sense, let us call it now. Do have a beautiful rest of the day. See you all.